Hey, Kevin Killer Kaminski. We're reaching him not on the road. He's in beautiful Ronge, Saskatchewan now. And for our viewers who may not know him, let's bring in the Killer, the pride of Churchbridge, Saskatchewan, where they named a rink after him. Third-round pick of the Minnesota North Stars. 139 games in the NHL with Minnesota, Quebec, Washington. And in the NHL, coached in the pros, Long Beach Ice Dogs, Cincinnati Mighty Ducks, Missouri River Otters, Youngstown Steelheads, Mississippi River Kings, Louisiana Ice Gators. I wouldn't mind getting into a lot of that talk. And the Fresno Monsters didn't make it onto that list, Killer, but I know you had fun in Fresno, right?
Sure did. Especially with the weather. I thought I'm a little pissed at you, Rod, here. Yeah. I'm a little pissed at you. I thought you would have flew me down here for this interview to Florida.
How about that?
Everybody's saying that. Don't hate me because I'm beautiful, Killer. Don't hate me because I'm sitting here in this beautiful weather, man. You're looking fantastic, by the way, which is pretty good given the Ice Wolf season. It hasn't gone, I would expect, the way you've expected to this point here as we get close to Christmas.
Yeah, no, for sure. And actually, I'll be heading to after these next two games to Sarasota, Florida, to visit the three daughters, and the granddaughter. So I'm looking forward to that. Get a little break, but yeah, no, I think with
yeah.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I think with kind of what we had on paper this year, that we thought we'd be in better standings. 2 days before main camp, we had 4D bail on us. And then our, Captain Liam McInnes got hurt the very first game up in Melfort, and we just we're slowly getting back into playing consistent hockey. And I tell you what, there's a lot of parity in this league this year. You can't take a night off because anybody can beat anybody. But like I said, we've made some big strides here. We give Flin Flon, that was probably one of our best 60 of the year. We lost 1-0. And then, Kindersley came in here last Saturday and we, squeaked one out 3-2. So, like I said, the goals against average is better. Our special teams are getting better. And then also we're slowly starting to find ways to win instead of find ways to lose.
Killer Kaminski with us Yeah, I'm just looking at the standings here right now. I see you got Flin Flon in there for a couple this weekend. This is the number one team. Are they not still the number one team in all of Canadian Junior A hockey in terms of the power rankings? So it's going to be a tough pre-Christmas bump for you before you head south, Killer. But I know that you guys feel you can do it, right?
Well, definitely. Like I said, we give them a really good run there, a couple weekends ago. And I tell you what, I mean, that's, I don't know if you go down 2.5 hours to the PA to watch a dub team, or you could go to Flin Flon to watch a dub team as well. They got a lot of experience, a lot of dub players, on their team. That, but you know what? Like I said, I thought our guys really played a good, solid 60 minutes the other night, and unfortunately, we just couldn't find a way to score. So it's kind of been that way, whether it's been some discipline, you have a little nap for 5 minutes and the other teams capitalize, or, like I said, the last game against Flin Flon, we give up a shorthanded goal to lose 1-0. So, but I really believe that the guys are starting to feel confident with the trades that we've made and the kids that we've brought in. And, now it's just a matter of, keep being consistent, stick to the foundation, do whatever it takes, defend well, but also when we get opportunities to score, now we got to relax and finish and make sure we bury it between the pipes, man.
Killer Kaminski with us from Ronge. And by the way, your goalie who's the goalie of the week. I'm following it very closely. So he's doing his job. I think I saw 88 shots. 88 saves he made in your last 2 games. So you want to say a word about your 20-year-old goalie? Obviously, is he your MVP right now?
Well, I tell you what, Topher Chirico, I tell you what, this guy is the most intense. His work ethic is phenomenal. His compete to stop every puck is outstanding. But yeah, no, he's played some. He's given us a chance to win a lot here in the last little bit. And it was crazy during the start of the season, and I think it was a little bit of the maturity on the back end. We would score 6 against Flin Flon, but yet they would get 8 or 9 against us. It was like, the old Edmonton Oilers. So now that we've defending a lot better, he's making the saves from the outside, but he's also making key saves when we need them. And like I said, giving us an opportunity to win. Like I said, last year when he came in, Dawson Smith, who's playing, got the Div 1 in Western Michigan, he took over from Dawson Smith at one point. And like I said, I tell you, this kid is a phenomenal, not only person, but a phenomenal goaltender that loves to win. So, yeah, I think as of late, he is our MVP. Like I said, he's focused, he's prepared mentally and physically, and he wants to start every night.
I want to just tie a couple fun things in here. Now I'm talking to our mutual friend Joe Lazito about once or twice a week. And I don't know if you heard, this is a Long Island guy, folks. He's going to come up to Saskatchewan. I don't know if he told you. Fly in and go to PA and start making their way down. Go to a Raiders game, then Melfort, and over to Humboldt, Saskatoon, just south. And I'm like, you're taking a holiday to do that? And but he says that he wants to talk to the SJ commissioner, make sure that you're not suspended, Killer, because he needs you on the bench when you cut. Has he told you that he's planning this tour of Saskatchewan junior barns?
No, he hasn't. He hasn't. Joe's kind of been sitting in the weeds as of late.
Yeah, well, that's why he's working. He's back phenomenal. Working. It really does. But I'm like, so you're traveling those highways all the time. So that's my next question to you. Of Long Beach, Missouri, which is what my family in Missouri calls it, Youngstown, Mississippi, Louisiana, what's the wildest wildlife that you hit with your bus? Because I know I've up there hit moose, deer, fox, you name it. But anything come to mind that stopped the bus on those roadies?
Maybe in Louisiana, an alligator here and there.
How about that?
Of course. Well, when you spent so many years down there, I think people need to know. I just learned this, Killer. The back of an alligator is as hard as a metal culvert. Like if you drove over one of those things, all you would do is take it off.
Well, and pop your tire most likely, right? So, you know what? I tell you what. Every place I've coached or played, man, I've really enjoyed my time. Whether it was Youngstown or Lafayette, Louisiana, or Fresno, California, or Mississippi, and I really embrace the game, and I try and get involved in the communities everywhere I go, and and Louisiana was pretty cool. We lived right kind of by the school, right across the street from the football field, which I think they're tearing down to build a new one as we speak right now. But I got an opportunity to in Louisiana. I started watching the Swamp People, and I said, "Man, this has got to be on my bucket list." And he heard me on the radio. This gator hunter, and he came to the office the next day and said, "You come to where my shop is. I'll take you out gator hunting tomorrow, because gator hunting is only the month of September. So you get so many tags, and you got to tag out in the month of September." So So he took me out. He had 4 tags left. The first one I pulled up was a monster, 10'6", and the others were 2 8-footers and a 7-footer. And what an amazing day it was just to have that culture that you never, probably would never do here in Saskatchewan, obviously. So.
Yeah, well, but Saskatchewan has its own wildlife. That's what I think is cool too, right?
For sure.
But I just remember it's a shame. It's a shame that the world's gone the way it has with the media, because we just couldn't wait. And I'm sure you were the same, to get the hockey news in the mail, to read up on how guys like you were doing in Orlando or Portland or Vegas. You know what I mean? Now we can look it up on our own, but the hockey news used to have it all right there. It was fantastic.
Right.
I don't think anybody reads the hockey news anymore.
Yeah, it's it was always good to see what your buddies were doing and wherever they were, and the AHL, the IHL, the ECHL, and it was just always, that was your your time to catch up on your buddies and all the other things that were going on in the different leagues.
Yeah, absolutely. Minding the minors. Okay, Killer, good luck against the Bombers this weekend. Safe travels down here, and always good seeing you, my friend. We're following real close.
You bet. I appreciate it, Rod.
You bet, bud. Kevin Killer Kaminski.